Nobody, unless you've got embassy business, I suggest you mosey along.
Exactly. It's like...
Have you ever
When
heard one of
someone
his sermons?
insults you,
I may not always have the perfect advice for people, but I try to just be here for them. I think that's what they really need more than anything else. Were you seeking worldly wisdom or just a friendly ear? It would, wouldn't it? Well, if you find it, be sure to come back and let me know. It would make the next sermon more memorable, if nothing else. And in the meantime, while it isn't quite so profound, I might suggest reading some of our works. Among the Grave Jumps is a good place to start. I'm sure you can find a copy lying about. And if you do decide to read it, perhaps you'd let me know what you think. See if it speaks to you, as it has to others. Understandable. The things I've forgotten over time. Well, you could fill more than a few books. As I said, I'm sure there's a copy somewhere. Might jog your memory. And it would give us an opportunity to discuss the ideas, which I would thoroughly enjoy. If you do read it, you know where to find me.
I had this graph jump once, and...
oh, hi there. I'm Marcus Lestari. Are you interested in the Sanctum Universum?
Thought it was crazy at first.
Glad to hear it. It's an exciting time for the church. We're growing every day, and we've been getting more interested visitors lately, too. Actually, we've had a few visitors come by recently, but they have yet to come visit us again. This strikes me as a good opportunity. I'm wondering, would you like to go check in with those visitors and welcome them back to our church? Maybe all they need is just another invitation. And don't worry, I'll pay for your effort, of course. Excellent. Their names were Tony, Evie, and Johan. When you check in with them, give them one of these slates. It's just a little something welcoming them back, if they're interested. If you want, take some time to talk with them, get to know them, and why they were interested in the Sanctum Universum. In any case, when you're done, come back to me and I'll give you your payment.
The Freestar Collective. A collective of snakes. What do you want? I'm very busy. What? Let me see. Oh, yeah. I went to the Sanctum Universum a while back. I haven't checked it out again, though. It's interesting. The whole literally finding God thing is comforting to me, in a way. Wait, why am I telling you this? I'm not sure. The truth is that I want to believe in it all. The Sanctum Universum believes that God gave us the ability to grab jumps so that we can search for him and find him. If that's true, maybe I can find my dad as well. I lost him when I was just a little girl. I can barely remember him. I don't need a lecture from you. Listen, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'll go back if I want to.
There are worse ways to spend the day than talking.
That your I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns? Yeah, I got corns.
You thinking about checking out rations? Check. Rifle? Alrighty, off we go! After one last drink.
Hi. Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care. Yes, of course. Please, take a look. Right, right. Come back if you need something else.
Service with a smile. That's the UC way. Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good. Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center. Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical. Really? Nice! I went there a while back. Good to see they still remember me. Gotta say that it's nice. You know, having people think about you. Because of my job, I don't really have too much free time to socialize or make friends. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my job. It's the best job in New Atlantis. But still, it can be hard to put myself out there sometimes. That's actually one of the reasons I went to the Sanctum Universum. Just to talk with people and get to know them. It was nice. It really was. Yeah, I think I will. But hey, let me ask you something. Do you believe in all this Sanctum Universum stuff? What do you think? Neither do I, honestly. But that could be a good reason to learn about it and give it a shot. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for bringing this to me. Keep on keeping on.
Don't be nervous. You got this.
Yes, you gotta start somewhere.
Welcome to Infinity. If you need something, see the
Welcome to all visitors are by appointment only. Unfortunately, I'm not authorized to not use myself.
your praise.
Yeah, I'm sure a junior assistant is fine.
Wow.
How can I help you be the best you possible? Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry. Still ready to help whenever you've made a decision.
I should give it a shot. You might want to rethink
The choices are nearly limitless, but you do still need to make a choice.
What was the name of that guy? The contact for the job? I don't know.
Oh my God. You certainly put things bluntly, don't you? I did. No, I do. I take it all very seriously. Sorry, you just took me a little off guard. To tell you the truth, I made a bit of a slip-up. I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information of numerous patients. Little things, you know, like payment, information, procedures done, age, birthdays, mailing addresses. Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. If that information gets out, my business and reputation could be destroyed. No patient will trust me again. Because I sense a kind of aura around you, an air of nobility. Also, it all just spilled out. I couldn't hold it in anymore. So, were you interested in enhancing yourself today, or... It's not. People's private information is at stake, ready to be taken by any bad actor that finds that damn slate. And worse, my reputation and business is on the line. Please, I'm begging you. You have to find that slate. Yes. Oh, thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terra Brew nearby, as well as Whetstone. I also stopped by the Valberg building recently. Thank you for doing this. You're a lifesaver. Please, come back as soon as you have the slate. Oh, and don't read anything on it. It's confidential stuff, remember? Well, I'm not at liberty to disclose any of our patients' personal motivations or services. You understand, of course. But, gosh, it could be anything, really. Something simple or a total reconstruction. Why you're here doesn't really matter to me. It's just important that you're satisfied when you leave. Still ready to help whenever you've made a decision. Oh, yes, of course, sure. Enhance's proprietary registered technology is absolutely the best in the settled systems. There is a reason we've been the #1 most trusted brand for reconstructive and plastic surgery for 2 decades running. Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.
As you can see, traffic is good. If
And
you
there are
want a
2
coffee,
locations in New
see the
Atlantis?
barista.
Hello and welcome to Terrabrew.
Yes.
How may I serve you?
And the sales in the fest didn't dip at all when the second started.
Times change.
Chief Diplomat Yassine runs a tight ship at the Yeah, I work at MAST, in the Office of Interstellar Affairs. I'm a sort of liaison between the UC and the Freestar Collective. I help solve communication problems, show visiting diplomats the city, things like that. Probably doesn't sound all that exciting to you, but I love it. I've been interested in a diplomatic career since I was a kid. No, I'm from Neon. I moved here a couple months ago for a job at the Office of Interstellar Affairs. Oh, I love it. I think New Atlantis is the most beautiful place in the settled systems. I can't believe how many trees there are in the city. It's a part of MAST's administrative wing. We handle relations between the UC and the Freestar Collective. One of our main focuses is making sure the armistice stays intact. I don't think anybody wants another war. Thanks. Maybe I'll see you around.
Can I help you with something, my friend? Your poise, your stature, your confidence. Me? Why, to be frank, I don't do much. Not anymore, at least. And that suits me just fine. Yes. I now live to collect artifacts from Earth. You see, every artifact tells a story. Even spoons and forks, which most take for granted. People laugh at me when they see I collect old Earth spoons. But think about it, friend. Spoons change the course of history. Can you imagine life without them? Ah, the usual things, I suppose. Fame, fortune, power. I'm only joking, of course. I've actually been fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years. For a collector, like myself, I do believe there's no better place in all the settled systems. I've been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow old Earth enthusiasts here in New Atlantis. And that is why I continue to stay. From one great thinker to another. Think on, but perhaps a bit faster. A plate? Oh my. As in a plate from Earth? Absolutely. Without question. Here, take the gem. That Guillaume. If he wanted his gem back so badly, he could have simply asked. The gem is worthless. Less than a paperweight. But actually, Earth paperweights are quite valuable. Bah, I'm sure Guillaume makes it seem that way. In reality, it couldn't be further from the truth. Guillaume and I have known each other for years. Since we were both young men. He is the closest thing I have to a brother. And, much like brothers, we quarrel. But that doesn't mean we don't like each other. I will say, however, Guillaume can be a tad overdramatic, as well as a sore loser. Don't tell him I said that.
See that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset? Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Welcome to Whetstone. If you're looking for the best cut of meat in the settled systems, look no further. The general term? A sharpening stone, for knives. The kind of knives that cut the most delicious meat in the settled systems. This Whetstone, though, is the best restaurant you've ever eaten at. If you like a perfect steak, you're in the right place. Anytime now. But of course,
familiar. Where do I know you from? Oh, yes. Lynn mentioned hiring some brand new miner before she left for that job. I must have seen your picture in the contractor database. I take it this means the job's done then. Good to know. So what can I help you with? We just picked up several more contracts. Risky stuff, if I'm being truthful, but we position ourselves to take advantage of jobs like that. Think asteroid mining and other tough jobs. The next few years are going to be interesting for Argos. I book and process our jobs, manage the schedule on a broad scale, and interface with new clients. We're a small company, so a lot of us administrative types wear a lot of hats, as they say. As a former contractor, I'm surprised you don't know. We take on jobs that others won't, whether they're far away, extra tough, or just plain dangerous. And we always get the job done on schedule at a lower cost than our competitors. Well, after I book a job, Lynn meets with the clients to nail down the details. She negotiates the terms of the contract and even supervises some of our more important work sites. That woman never stops impressing me. Feel free to return later if you need to. Oh, wow, that's terrible. Those pirates sure are getting bolder these days. Is everyone okay? We don't normally offer contractors the same benefits we offer full-time employees. But then again, our contractors don't usually face pirate attacks. Here, I'll compensate you for any medical treatment or other expenses you incurred as a result, as long as you don't attempt to pursue any outside litigation. Don't be shy. I'm not going to snap at you. Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to hear you made it out of there, and I sincerely hope Barrett is recovering well. We'll be sure to send him a token of our sympathy, as well as a generous discount off of our services. Thank you for letting us know. We can talk later if you're not ready now. We can talk later if you're not ready. Take care out there.
Kind of. Sorry, I could use a little time to focus on my work.
Looking forward to my vacation.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
You can't go in. You just can't.
David's amazing.
Please
and I
tell
hear
me
he's
you're
single.
not here to see Mr. Barron.
But David's
Welcome
my
to
friend.
chaos.
He writes me.
That should be our motto.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and
We're short-staffed, overworked, and trying to report on a million things at once. Not to mention, there's a constant battle with the powers that be to maintain our journalistic principles. So, things are just swell.
maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best!
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked. I wouldn't be writing it if I didn't. Most people in New Atlantis like to pretend the well doesn't exist. I think it's important to call attention to what's going on down there. Really? You sure? The well's a pretty dangerous place. It might be too much for a first-time reporter. Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough. I hope you don't run into any trouble down in the well.
Administration, if you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect you. We're close to the action here. Prime position report on the big stories.
should avoid falls from that height unless you are properly equipped with a jetpack.
It's nothing like an afternoon off.
What's the point?
Of what?
This. Is it some sort of
Yeah?
Kayla will be 40 now.
You gotta let her
The
go.
colony war was
I
pointless.
got you covered, you. Last stop, Apollo. My fave. So many of the floor plans are cookie cutter. And we can afford it. Mercury is much cheaper. Got the mortgage approval signed and ready with Gold Bank. Apollo's got the best view of the city. And it's closer to that. Like by 30 feet.
Like I said, it's closer.
I'm meeting my girlfriend for drinks at the Viewport tonight. Oh, thank you, I guess. An invitation, huh? Yeah, I checked out the church a few weeks ago, but I haven't gone back yet. I don't know. I don't want to disappoint anyone in case I stop going. The church was interesting, but how can anyone know for certain that it's all real? Doesn't that bother anyone else? I guess that's probably why I never went back. There's no certainty. Maybe. I guess it couldn't hurt to visit again and talk with the others. I wonder if any of them felt how I do now when they started going to the church. But anyways, I have to get going. Thanks for talking with me and, for taking the time to deliver this. Take care.
A new novel written by Freestar veteran and author Hawa Mega has been climbing the charts.
Getting pretty late.
Meg Horizon is a fictionalized account of a Meg trilogy's dizzying career as her face-off with the UC, Spacers, and leading an assault on Maroon Zealots. Although far-fetched, the book's already gained quite the following in the Freestar collective, and more than its share of controversy. One critic said, Megs were banned by the armistice because of their unconscionable destructive power. Or why this is not only disrespectful to the many families who lost loved ones during the colony war, it's also dangerous. Dangerous or not, rumor has it that at least 2 movie studios are in a bidding war for the rights to the book.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis. I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Sometimes I wonder if me and my boyfriend spend too much money on Terra Brew. But somebody's gotta drink it, right? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. Like I said before, I love my job, but there can be a lot of hard, tiring work. My last Terracino's worn off, I guess. Would it help if I turned around? Really? That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. Don't be a stranger.
In other news, Maroon Zealots have been sighted in the Moloch, Zosma, Omion, and
Life, come on in. Take a look around. Nice and steady. Just the way I like it. I've got a good location, plenty of foot traffic, and a ton of people who are in a hurry and need to make a quick stop for the essentials. Things keep going this way, I'm gonna start opening franchises all over the settled systems. You kidding me? Nowhere else like it in the settled systems. First time I came here as a kid, I knew I was gonna come back and make my mark on this city. Nowhere I'd rather be. And now that I've got this place up and running, it's all coming together. Yeah, let's get you settled. Be seeing you.
Something to report?
Can't talk right now. Sorry.
Please let me know if you won't find a larger array of options in all the settled systems I get. Would you buy from someone who is not? I know what I like. I have a good sense of what most other people like, and the rest is just making sure they're pleased with their purchase. It's clothing, not grav drive tech. I will tell you a secret. I'm not sure anyone really does. Some act like they have it all figured out, and I admit I am guilty of that myself from time to time. There are, I suppose, a few actively trying to steer the herd, but most are just content to run at the front of the pack and act like they know where it's going. At the end of the day, you must feel comfortable in what you wear. If it speaks to you, what anyone else thinks doesn't matter. So, if there's nothing else... I'm sure you'll be satisfied with the selection. I'll see you again, I'm sure.